This is Roland Campos. After years of living in New York City,
he's experienced it all.
From burgers to bonbons, Roland has taken more than a bite out of the Big Apple. He comes to you today,
ready to rate all of New York City's food.
This is the Food Court.
Hello. Welcome to another edition of the Food Court. We do have a busy show. If you have any questions, call in at 866-969-1969. It's 866-969-1969. Of course, I have the Cuban, my co-host, Carl Ruiz.
Hola.
And we have Josh Orseski sitting in.
Ozerski.
Here we go. The show's already going downhill.
Yeah. And we have the Corona God himself, Dominic Ansel.
Hi, guys. Thank you for having me here.
Thank you for coming, though. I mean, I just ate your... What did we just eat? It was so delicious.
That was the cannoli?
The cannoli. It's cannoli de Bordeaux. It's one of our bestseller, actually. It's like this flan crepe batter that's cooked in a copper mold, and it has like a caramelized shell outside.
It's so delicious. And we're going to be talking to...
I wish his accent was like on my Apple. It is 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to be tasting the Corona in a few minutes. But
you know, I've never had the Corona.
Yeah,
I'm you know that I am
really?
Like, yes, A-list New York food writer.
Time Magazine.
Yeah, Esquire.
Esquire, yeah.
But the Cronut, Dominique, and I went in to pay homage, but you know what? Your non-Cronut items are so good that it was more than a consolation.
Yes, actually, what you had last time, Josh, was one of my favorite. The DK stands for Dominique's Cunyaman. It's like this flaky, caramelized croissant, and this is our bestseller. We've been selling out since we opened the bakery, and it is still my favorite.
Yeah, I can't believe people don't realize that how amazing you're, like one of the top pastry chefs in America. I mean, just not with the Cronut, but you're just famous for the
Enough with the
Cronut.
How did you start?
How did I start? Well, the idea was, how did I start the Cronut?
No, your career. I mean, I'm sure you didn't wake up one day, stay in a Motel 6 and make a fucking Cronut.
No, not really. When I was young, I loved to cook at home with my father, actually. And after school, I decided on just starting my career as a chef. I was working in a restaurant for 2 years, and then in a bakery for a year. After this, I went to my military service in South America. And then I came back.
Back up. You commando?
Hold on, Chef Jason Bourne. How exactly did you go from making pâte à choux to shooting people?
Well, I was not shooting anyone, but at my age, back in France, the military service was mandatory. So I had to go do my military service. And
I didn't know it was mandatory service. What do you guys do, like guard the grapes in Bordeaux?
Well, we have like a special center in French Guiana, actually in South America.
Okay.
And so there's a military camp there. So I was called to go there, and I was actually working in the kitchen, believe it or not.
Well, they're smart to use the resources that way. That's crazy.
So after my military service, I...
Josh, stop Facebooking the fucking Cronut.
Not Facebook, it's
just Instagram. He really wants to eat it.
I want to get credit for being in the same room.
After my military service, I came back to France. I bought a car with all my savings. And
what kind of car?
A really tiny French car.
What was it called? The fuck you?
It's called a Renault.
The Renault, same thing.
Renault 5, and it was very cheap, like $1,000. And I drove to Paris, not knowing anyone, and I just dropped off resume in bakeries. I did not even know where I was going.
How did you choose bakeries? What was it? Because I've been a chef for 25 years, and I hate pastry. I'm not scientific.
How can you hate pastry?
I'm not good at it. I'm awful at it.
How about eating it?
I look at me. I'm like a veal.
Well, pastry, like... To me, the beginning was cooking. I really love cooking. Then pastry was just an extension of cooking.
Right.
Pastry is a lot more scientific. It's a lot more technical, and I really love this aspect of
cooking. You're saying I'm stupid.
So
Can I ask Dominique a pastry-related question?
Yes,
of course you can.
Dominique, here's a question for you that I have. It seems to me that there is you're an exception to this, but seems to be a strange gender divide in the pastry world. The women all make delicious pies and cakes and cobblers, like things that people actually like, and the men all make freakish and grotesque concoctions, horrible savory tweels, bizarre powders, revolting mustard ice creams. Now, why is it that men insist on making bad dessert?
I don't even know if it's man or woman, but
Oh, it is.
I would say there's a lot more subtlety in a woman, especially when it comes to pastry. A lot of the people that work for me, since I'm in the States, are actually women, and they're a lot more delicate. They have better taste, and they're more refined than guys in general.
All right, well, there you have it.
So he shut you the fuck up, didn't he?
No, he agrees with me.
What happened when
Wasn't that him agreeing with me?
What happened when you went in for a cronut? You said it was a consolation that everything else was so good.
I tried to come in and I figured I do my boss big shot routine. It's one of the reasons everyone hates me. And I figured I'd come in and say hello and I happen to have a cronut hidden away, It works sometimes. I once had a guy in Dallas moved a panel out of the bar and gave me a 23-year-old Pappy Van Winkle shot. Ooh. So I thought that might work this time. The fact is, they go out by 8 o'clock in the morning. You run out of them, right?
We run out about an hour and a half after opening the shop, so 9:30.
Yeah, I saw Questlove was begging for one too. Questlove, Fallon, everybody in the mayor's office.
What kind of pressure does that put on you as a chef and as a business owner that your fucking donuts are on Craigslist?
Well, for sure, that's the one I give to myself. It's very important for me to satisfy as many customers as we can. So
it's only 200, right?
About 300 now. So we've upped the production.
Can't you buy another oven or something? Now?
It's so French of you. It's now it's 201.
How do you feel when Jay Leno made a joke about your cronuts? So, he made a joke about the line.
Yeah.
Did you go, okay, I finally made it with the cronuts?
I mean, it's fun. People talk about it. It's something good. It's a pastry, and people talk about it. Also, it's important once again for me to serve as many people as we can. We have a very, very tiny kitchen.
Right.
And we do as much as we can, but we also have so many great items on the menu, like the DK, the Kunyaman, or the cannelé, and all the other fresh pastries that we have, and I want to keep doing this.
How much is a cronut?
It's $5 each.
Why don't you charge $25 for it?
Because
people would still pay.
I want to be fair with everyone. I think this is the price you should pay for a cronut, and I want people to buy a fair price for a good product.
Very smart answer.
Here's
the
the LA
NSA's not going to check your
cronut.
emails after saying that.
Here's the LA version of the cronut. What do you think of that? It looks pretty bad.
Well, I don't know. Our cronut is something very specific. We actually trademarked the word cronut. And I don't want people to get confused with what's out there. We have our own recipe. It's very specific. I work on the recipe for about 2 months and 10 different batches. And we came up with a product that was beautiful, and we want to keep it, and we want to make sure people don't get confused with what's out there.
Yeah, we have a call from Bill. He wants to ask about the cronuts.
Yeah, I was just curious about
Oh.
Is his phone freaking?
Yeah, I guess so. Let's go to Lady Trekker in Texas.
Yeah, what is it about crow testicles that the New Yorkers are going crazy about?
All right.
That's not funny. She waited all that time, and that was the joke.
I guess. Well, at least we hope she gets in a massive accident. Dummy. That's what you get for saying bad
your
things.
Your brother's the best kisser you've ever seen.
Yeah, but we might as well try the cronuts now, pass them out to us three.
I think we should.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Is it really going to be? Well, there's 6 pieces here. Well, this one's not cut. Well, here, I'll just eat this now.
Why don't you make more? I don't understand. How come? Why don't you make more cronuts?
It's a fair question.
Why do I make more? Because we have a large selection of pastries, and we have so many beautiful things. We have a very small kitchen. I want to keep doing what we do at the bakery. I want people to come for other things as well.
So you're worried you'll just become a cronut store?
Yeah, this is what I don't want.
Right.
I don't want only be doing cronuts.
What happens if a cronut store gets built 2 blocks away from you? They figure out what you're doing, and now nobody's lining up anymore because
Sam, this isn't Radio Shack. This isn't Radio Shack, Sam.
Explain it to me.
He's as French as Zorro is Mexican.
So another French guy can't make cronuts?
No,
they're not here.
There's I don't know if you know.
What's important to know is that we trademark the word cronut.
You did?
Yeah, we did. So we want to keep our creation and our product preserved from what's out there.
Dominique, you are a fucking genius.
Thank you. I've been
my
told this
God,
before.
Is this a new flavor for July?
Yes, actually, this is the blackberry and lime.
Oh my God!
Wow.
So you can see the dough is very, very flaky, like almost like a croissant
the
dough.
cinnamon and the sugar
very
just
similar.
melts.
And the cream is very light inside. There is a fresh blackberry jam, and it's rolled in lime sugar.
When you bite into it, you get the burst of flavor. It's beyond. I'll wait 5 hours in line for this.
Oh my God, it's already gone. What do you guys happen here?
I don't know what you expected. This was
It's funny. Even though that cronut was delicious,
Oh my God!
whatever that is, I love it.
Okay,
I'm going to go out.
I'm gonna tell you, I get it, I understand it, but I enjoyed that as a chef. That was perfect.
And the other one's even better. The MK or whatever.
The DK.
The DK.
Oh, that's amazing.
Okay, this was the first time I ever had the cronut. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm not in love with it. I mean, I don't eat jelly donuts. I do. I like salty and savory and light and buttery, and that's all those things. But I'm not feeling all the sweet filling. I don't look for that in a
I like it. I think it's great. I understand it. It's great. It's not greasy. It hits all the marks.
Perfect.
But whatever the fuck that thing is.
You want another one?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the
amazing.
The cannelé de Bordeaux.
Don't curse at me in another language.
It is
it
is like a flan crepe batter that's been cooked in a
This is one of the best things I've ever had.
You should see when they first come out, too.
I mean, if you ever want to have a picnic, this is what you want to have as a dessert. It's perfect.
It is perfect.
It's absolutely perfect.
Small, like 2-3 bites.
The texture.
I actually have one every afternoon.
They have also. You get like hot black coffee and one of those.
But you get that eggy thing in which I love about French pastry. I think this is better than a cronut. And I'm sorry, so I know that you're.
No. You know, actually, the DK, the Kouign-amann is my favorite. Like, it is like this flaky caramelized croissant. It is a specialty from Brittany in France. And my version is different. It's a lot lighter. There's a lot less butter, a lot less sugar.
Oh, it's
and
delicious.
you can eat it all day.
Yeah, we have Frank from Brooklyn has a question about it. He was online for a Corona. Frank?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Love the cronuts, man. I was online for an hour and a half last week, and just the pleasant surprise. I never had one before, but I ate two in like 30 seconds.
Perfect.
Just tremendous, and the guys there that work there, they're all nice guys, and it seems like, they have a lot of other items, and I'm looking forward to trying some other ones. It sounds like you guys like them.
Do you worry that, like...
So that was
Josh.
I'm already in the bag.
Yeah. But did you almost had a fight break out, though, in the Corona line that you take care of? Because people are just getting nasty?
Well, there's people that...
assholes, we call them.
There's people that try to get in line, or... it was in the beginning. It was difficult for me to manage. I was in the kitchen. Keep in mind that we're only 6 people inside the shop, and there were about like 200, 250 outside. We have 3 people up front, 3 people in the kitchen every day, and there were about 250 of them outside. So we really try our best to serve everybody the best we can.
Yeah, I go there a lot. It's delicious. I mean, your people are so nice all the time.
Yeah, I'm there every morning, opening the door and welcoming everybody. It is important.
This is a violent city, though. If I'm not mistaken, it was in front of this building that a man literally stabbed someone to death to get a gyro.
What?
Yeah, there was the white sauce was so delicious that someone. This is a true story. It was in front of this building. It happened.
Shut up!
Imagine what they would do for a cronut.
Let me ask you a question. Have any of your employees turned into assholes once you got really busy? Because I own restaurants, and what happens is, we get on TV, we do something, and then all of a sudden it's packed, and then that great manager thinks that he invented the cronut.
No. People, my staff is very kind. They really understand what we're doing, and I really customer service to me is very important. And I really expect them to explain everything to our customers, the way we sell it, the way to eat it, the way to pre-order it, because we take a few pre-order. There's like
what dictates a pre-order?
So we take pre-orders 2 weeks in advance, every Mondays at 11 o'clock if you call the shop. you can get pre-orders. But it's pretty hard for us. We're still a small bakery in Manhattan, you know. We only have one phone line, and we have hundreds of people calling. So don't all call on Monday 11.
This is a blogger's paradise. It's almost, you can almost say, like, listen, I mean, I've been in the food business my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And now things like this are unbelievable. It feeds people. Only one phone line, only 4 employees, only this. Makes people even more rabid and rabid and rabid. What I'm scared of, because I eat your product and I think it's fantastic, is New York also has a dragon tail. And what's going to happen when they decide, fuck the cronut?
Yeah, the cronut backlash. That's coming for sure.
Well,
I'm terrified of it.
I'm not at all.
Because I think your food's great.
We were doing amazing before the cronut. And even if the cronut ends tomorrow, we'll still be doing amazing.
No, I know doing amazing, but one thing is doing amazing, and one thing is selling someone's fucking cronuts on Craigslist.
Yeah, this can't sustain. But I don't think you want it. Like, I remember when Eric was doing surf and turf at La Bernardin, and like 70% of the orders were like he just had to take it off the menu. You probably don't want to be just nothing but the cronut man.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we like limit ourselves to 300 every day, because we reach the maximum capacity, and also we want to keep doing all the other like beautiful items.
Very smart.
Yeah, because your chocolate croissants are to die for.
Thank you.
Yeah, I eat 3 a week. I work out and then walk to your bakery and eat 3, then walk home in shame.
Walk 3 a week or 3 a day?
3 a week though. Like,
tell me you don't stop and get a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich on the way.
It's like a talking fucking seal.
I do. I try to go, I'm going to eat 1, and then I had your iced coffee. I go, oh, it's delicious. I walk by pizza. I go, I'll have a slice to build my dinner. And then I realize I go home and I cry, then I have another chocolate croissant.
I wander East Village. I'm like, God, why doesn't Josh have an app yet that I can just find out what he likes to eat? Yeah. Like that pizza thing he had that he pissed everybody off.
Yeah, we have
this is good pizza.
We have another
Max Bad
call.
Pizza.
It's 866-969-1969. Peter from New York. It better be good. Don't be an ass.
Hello.
Ass. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Verizon.
Chef Ansel, it's a pleasure to be speaking with you.
Thank you. Thank you for calling.
I wanted to congratulate you on the enormity of your success. And actually, we have a mutual friend who actually I was assisting you with finding the bakery, Miss Estelle Lamont.
Mr. Who, sorry?
Estelle Lamont, who was the...
This call's not going the way he hoped.
L'Atelier.
Okay.
Do you know him?
He doesn't know you, asshole.
See you later.
Next. Hey, Ron from Maryland. What's up?
Ron.
Hey.
Well, you know him, too? Shut up.
Cronut sounds a lot like donut.
All right, bye-bye, Ron. You're just a fucking asshole,
high
too.
caliber of caller.
I know. These guys are assholes. But, I mean, I'll tell them right to their faces. Are you guys... Is there like a next thing you're trying to invent or trying to create, or you just keep on? I mean, you have amazing products anyways.
I mean, I always, since we opened the bakery, keep on creating new things.
Could you make a necklace out of these things for my...
For you,
so
yeah,
I can walk
sure.
with an amulet?
You look cute with that.
It could be like a fat guy's emergency, like for low blood sugar, we just eat one.
Fat guy necklace? Yeah. That's delicious.
So I constantly try to push myself to create new things. We're doing this something fun for the summer. When I was in Istanbul a couple of years ago, I had this chewy ice cream consistency. They beat the ice cream, and it's like it's
chewy ice cream.
Yeah, chewy ice cream. Oh. That was very fun. So I really want to do something like similar. So I've been working on a frozen s'mores.
Wow.
It sounds like an Iron Chef episode.
So it's based on a marshmallow that you can freeze. That is actually like very chewy. Inside, I put a vanilla ice cream coated with some chocolate crunch on the outside. So this is inside the marshmallow, and I put this on a stick that I smoke. I smoke a stick of wood, and I stab the marshmallow with it, and we'll be torching it to order. And I will hand it to you. So instead of having a cone, instead of having like a cup, you will handing a stick of for the marshmallow ice cream.
When are you going to start doing that for the store?
Probably very soon, in a couple of weeks.
Oh, wow.
Why don't you just open a cronut store, like down the block? And that way you could have your bakery and sell a ton of cronuts.
I love the bakery. I love the product we do, and I
you can do both.
It.
He's French, Sam.
Then you'll never
understand.
He's up at 3 a.m. every day.
This whole country thinks blue lobsters taste better.
What, they don't?
No.
I never even seen it.
Fresh fucking lobsters taste better.
These are delicious.
I would open a cronut store.
Of course you do, but you're not him.
No, I'm not.
Are you guys doing the Cronut Lottery, though, to kind of ease the line?
Actually, yes. We just started last week.
Cronut Express?
We're gonna put a fishbowl at the bakery after we sell out every day, and we invite people to drop off a business card in there. And every Friday we pick up the business card. We call someone, and we invite them to come choose a day and pick up the cronuts.
Oh, nice.
No, it's too bad all due respect, it's too bad you're not single. Because you have a commodity now that, is of matchless attractiveness.
Let me tell you something.
Thank you.
Your wife is hot, bro. You're lucky you're not single.
You really
I'm very lucky.
You know how many gross girls I hooked up with when I was single?
Don't tell me.
Like a chef, like, you smell like smoked salmon. I was like, after a big catering job, gross. You don't want to. They have a lazy eye. It's just,
I heard that belly locks was an aphrodisiac.
that was my underwear's nickname.
We'll try this guy, Larry in Tennessee. I hope you're good. Larry?
Rolando Campos, thank you for taking my call. I'd like to ask your guest if you would consider just when they start to taper off, just sell the whole cronut concept to an entrepreneur, let him take the idea nationwide, and your guest goes on to the next thing.
Thank you, broke Shark Tank. Fuck this guy.
That's Larry.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Larry?
That's not an unintelligent question. If you could get like a few $1 million for that, and then just continue to do your art, because you are really an artist.
Sorry,
I've always thought that.
I think it's very important for me that everything I do in life, I put all my heart and all my love in there. Starting a cronut shop eventually someday, but it has to be the right time with the right person, and it has to be well done.
Just give me the recipe and let me start a cronut shop, for God's sake. There's money on the table.
Chef, do you have a T-shirt?
A T-shirt? I don't.
Or posters?
Posters, yeah.
God bless you. I think that's the beginning of the end. I tell all the people, like, when I eat something that's great and someone all of a sudden like, oh, yeah, you do this, and they hit me in the head with a T-shirt, I know it's over.
Do you sell the posters, though?
Don't ever make a T-shirt.
We do sell posters at the bakery, yes.
At the bakery? Oh, nice.
That's so 70s French. I love it. Is there a DeLorean on the poster?
No, it says keep you high on the cronut, not on the hole. Do you like it?
I love it. I love it.
Simple. It's pretty.
I'd love for you to sign it like in silver marker.
I'll make a special one for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I love that. I can't pronounce it. It's like a curse
I really have
word.
one every afternoon.
Every afternoon?
Every afternoon I have one.
I have 3 times that every afternoon. That's why I'm built like a veal.
we have a special call for the Cuban, Dan in Miami.
What's up, Roland?
Hello.
Hey, Cronut guy, other guy. Hey, Cuban, I'm just wondering, what's your, favorite comfort food you got? Like, I know when I have a shitty day, I just want a steak and a beer. What's on the top of your, want list?
A want list for what? To have a steak and a beer?
What's your favorite comfort food? Like, if you have a shitty day, this is what you're going to eat to rebound that day.
He doesn't eat, he drinks.
I drink a lot. The favorite comfort food, number one, being a New York City guy, is
Cronuts.
A free party. Sometimes you get invited to a free steak thing or something, and the food's good. But besides that, I don't know what my comfort food is. I don't have comfort food. I'm stressed out all the time. I have restaurants. I'm pissed off, and no, nothing's comforting to me.
I have an answer. It's the other guy.
Josh does. Josh is super.
This is the other guy.
The Uber answer guy.
The answer to your question, Mr. Florida Man, is I would like to have 2 grilled cheese and bacon sandwiches on double-seeded rye bread, slathered liberally with margarine, and double stuffed with drained, crisp, chopped-up bacon and Kraft American cheese.
That's a full-blown psychopath right there that has that list.
Thanks, gentlemen.
That's like a death row list.
Yeah, if you're in the New York area, it's Dominic and Sill's Bakery at 189 Spring Street. You can call reserve your cronuts at 212-219-2770. Oh, I forgot to add the other number.
Really? With rye bread?
2773.
At 73.
Never had it.
I forgot the other number. My bad.
Really?
And it's Dominic Ansel on Twitter.
Rye bread grilled cheese. That's weird.
You got to realize, the classical white, for just cheese, you need white bread because the cheese is the bread is so ephemeral and insubstantial and cloud-like.
I didn't know the bread was a chick.
If the bread was a woman, it would be like a Keira Knightley or something. But the rye bread...
She's smarter than me. I don't find her attractive.
No, but the rye bread is like a Christina Hendricks. You know what I mean?
I know what she's saying.
All right, so that's what I'm saying.
Thick.
I'm looking for Wendy Williams at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Ah, well, now you're talking about my dream gal.
She probably had quite a few cronuts.
Wow.
Yeah, we have the Ubon family staying outside. They're known for their barbecue from Wadazoo, I think, Missouri or Mississippi.
They're bringing ribs. Is that right?
Yeah. Damn boo.
Glad we had dessert first. Stoner show.
Roland, why don't you tell everybody again who's here?
This is for the Ubon family, right? The Ubons. Ubons.
Tell them who's in the studio, though. Everybody.
We have the barbecue princess, Leslie Rourke Scott.
Hi.
And then we have Adam.
Yeah.
And David.
That is me.
Yeah, what's
going on?
The Ubon family, they're here to bring some barbecue for us.
Man, Leslie brought barbecue all the way up from Yazoo City, Mississippi.
Wow.
Can Chef Dominique eat barbecue? I just want to watch
Would you like some barbecue?
I love it, yeah.
Yeah, this is Chef Dominique.
Great. We'll fix you some sandwiches.
Ooh,
Can I
delicious.
have one without the sauce? With the sauce on the side?
Sure.
And they also have their famous
restaurant,
Bloody
the
Mary
Crow's
mix.
Nest.
We also brought Ubon's Barbecue Bloody Mary mix with Cathead vodka, both out of Mississippi.
Oh, wow. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Were you guys here recently, or just?
We were here for the Big Apple Barbecue Block Party just a few weeks ago.
Oh, that was amazing. The Cuban and I, we went, and he knows everybody, so we were treated like rock stars.
You gotta come say hi to us.
Yeah, we went to Pat Martin.
Pat Martin?
Yeah, Pat Martin.
I
and
love Pat Martin.
He got
He's awesome.
Yeah, he got pretty fucked up, so we didn't know where we were at some points.
Pat Martin plug. He just opened up a new restaurant yesterday in Mount Juliet.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go check it out. It's Martin's Barbecue.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's gonna be calling in soon too.
I was like girl into
Love
Roland
that
at
guy.
that barbecue.
Another Michigan.
He's
Yeah.
awesome guy, man.
Yeah, we walked around the barbecue festival, and he was like a rock star. He said, "Give him a sandwich," and they just tossed us food left and right. Then booze, the Coors Light, the.
Who was the guy cooking with all the fake wood and shit? And
It's some guy
pallets
from
and-
Georgia. I got
Some guy from Georgia, Josh. You had to see this guy. He was so backwoods, it was creepy.
Right. That makes me frightened.
I wanted him to have a kissing booth, and his sister was the only customer.
Yeah.
It was awful. It was awful.
This was the first year in, I think, 9 or 10 years that I didn't go to the Big Apple Block Party and regretted it.
I know you. You had some kind of quiet protest about it. What's going on?
I got to take the fifth on that. No, I mean...
I know you, Josh. What pissed you off? Who pissed you off that you didn't go to the only viable barbecue thing in New York City?
Okay, pack the fuck up.
The best show in the world,
Okay.
Utopia.
Thank you.
But barbecue, Southern style barbecue, why the fuck weren't you there?
Lighting fires
And if you
on
think-
the city streets of Manhattan.
If you think I wasn't waiting for you to ask you, because I was looking for you, and I was looking for your responses to the shows, you didn't say a goddamn thing. Why?
All right. Well, I have multiple reasons that are not true. I guess the reason that is true is that, like, I gotta say, obviously I know everybody, so I can go behind the scenes.
What the fuck happened, Josh?
I mean, honestly, I was high.
All right, that's good. All right, now
I was watching Columbo episodes of Netflix and eating cereal.
That's the perfect time to come.
God, why did you just say that, man?
I think it might be unprofessional.
I'm sorry. It's high and didn't go to a
That's not
barbecue?
unprofessional.
Yeah, get the munchies, eat away. Because it was amazing. We're going to try the Ubon line was so long too. It was amazing.
Yeah, we had a really great showing. We, I think we served probably 2,500 Bloody Marys.
You gave me the finger when I was trying to get.
Did you? I apologize. That was him. That was not me. I would never do anything like that. I'm a sweetheart.
Maybe you were telling me I was number one.
It could be that. That's exactly what I meant.
I have a question.
Sure.
How did Danny Meyer alight on Ubon's out of all the many great barbecues in the Deep South to represent that region at the Big Apple Block Party?
I'm going to jump in just because Leslie's too nice to say it. It's Ubon's, like YOU-BAHNS, and it's her grandfather's name, Ubon's.
That's why you're in fucking trouble. That's why you didn't go.
It's my fault.
That's why you didn't go, because you don't know how to pronounce these southern names.
I said Ubon's, and then everybody took it that way. So I'm the tard.
We got really lucky. We, you'd rather be lucky than good most of the time, and we got lucky. Somebody pulled out 2 weeks before the block party, and Mike Mills, who's with 17th Street and works a lot with Blue Smoke, invited us to come. So they found us in Yazoo City, Mississippi, and we drove it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now, you know what's something, I just want to say parenthetically, this is not a well-known thing.
Wait. What is it?
Parenthetically. That is to say, interstitially and aside and laterally from the point.
I didn't know what it meant either.
I just fell into a fucking wormhole.
Straight up.
I'm in 1987.
Is it, I don't want to get anyone in trouble or make the Union Square Hospitality Group look like anything but the first-class organization that it is. At one time, the barbecuers had to schlep all the way up from some place, and they only got $250 in travel money, and they weren't allowed to sell any barbecue. Now, is that still the case?
It's a little more than $250. It's a charity event, and so
the charity is it's a city
event.
park. I mean, what are you going to buy a lawnmower? Like, how many lawnmowers can they buy? I never understood that. It's a block. It's one block of city park. Why do they need? I never understood that.
Bullshit. I call bullshit.
The barbecuers, like Ubon's, that's who should be keeping the money.
Yeah.
Instead of they throw them a crumb like you can sell your sauce.
Yeah.
We couldn't sell our sauce this year.
You couldn't even sell the sauce.
Outrageous.
Wow.
It's okay. It's okay.
That's not cool.
Even the Cronut guy's pissed.
Actually, you know what?
I'm watching everybody man pissed, yeah.
It is cool because now you can just go to Fairway and get it, so you don't have to get it at Madison Square Park.
Oh, nice plug.
So
First plug of the show.
Let me try it. I want to try the sauce.
I heard somebody say Meshuggah before. So.
That was me.
All right,
I'm in the
try
try.
it too.
Wait, is this a Bloody Mary or sauce? No, I want the sauce.
Well, you're going to have a pork sandwich.
Just give me a little bit. I want to try the sauce straight up.
Josh is a very serious food
I'm a
writer.
Kansas City barbecue
Give him the goddamn
society.
fucking sauce.
I'm a certified judge. For Kansas City. Yes, I am. Actually,
I had to pay for his car service. Get him the fucking sauce, goddamn it!
You don't like it?
I find it hard to believe you personally.
He did.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
You know what? I'm going to buy you a cheeseburger. I'm going to make it up to you. And I'll guarantee that it'll be free.
Where will it be?
The Brindle Room. That's the best cheeseburger.
Bullshit.
This is... Oh, no, really?
Bullshit,
yeah,
Mr.
okay.
Cutlets.
Step up and eat it. Then tell me it's bullshit. They're delicious.
It sounds like I'm getting a free hamburger one way or another.
This is wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just for everybody out there, Josh has his pinky out.
But I'm not giving the shocker. It's just to try it. You know?
I'm giving you a lot more respect. You're a KCBS judge.
I'm
that's
a KCBS.
awesome.
I judged the Jack last year.
Oh, that's awesome. We've been about 4 or 5 times.
I watched Wimbledon at a bar today.
Small guy culture.
I need more
Culture,
of this
bitches.
bourbon.
Culture. Someone get him the
You want a Bloody Derby? We got Jacqueline Raposo introduced us to a Bloody Derby at the block party. She came up on us.
I never drink
I want
drinks that have
bourbon
the
in my
same
Bloody
name as
Mary.
strippers.
We had never heard of it before.
A little golden rule: never drink a drink that has the same name that can sound like a stripper.
India to the floor.
Bubbles to the ground. Remember, give you guys a ticket. Free buffet after 6.
We'll start with our guest from Dominic down.
So this is Leslie and Gary Roark. Gary Roark is the pitmaster. He's Leslie's father. And this is their pulled pork. You see the nice bark on it?
Ooh.
Let me get a little of that, Mr. Brown.
There we go.
We got rolls. We got sauce.
Drink.
Did the rolls make it in here?
It smells good.
Where are you at?
So is it Ubon's or Ubon's?
It's very good, but it would have been better if you pulled it here.
Helping somebody?
It would have been so much better if I pulled it here, but he cooked it in Mississippi, so.
You cooked this in Mississippi and slept it all the way up?
Yeah.
Delicious.
I have to take care of you guys.
What was the fuel? Is it hickory? What's the fuel you use?
It's hickory. We use
What's the biggest mistake that people do, like
I would
24th of
love-
July?
I would
is
love
coming
for
up.
Josh to make the
Overcooking.
sandwiches as a professional.
Can I do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I consider that a great honor.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the brioche ones. Ooh.
Because that way I don't have to listen on the blog some bullshit. Oh, the balance or too much
No,
sauce.
forget that. I know what I'm doing here.
There you go.
I'm not using that brioche either.
I am. It's not gay.
Gay.
It's delicious.
Gay.
Call me gay,
Here.
but that shit's good.
What we really need for a job like this is white puffy rolls.
Have you guys listened to the
it's,
news this
if you
week?
want to call
There's
in,
no longer gay.
866-969-1969, 866
What the- did you ever-
969-1969.
How horrible for me to say that on the day of the gay pride
I got
parade.
2 words for you. Paula Dean.
Listen, I got no. It's not like that. Let me tell you something. I am
brioche.
very deep in with the queer community, the LGBT community. No, I've been adopted as like a queer person.
You're
in
not
the best
Cher,
sense of the
motherfucker.
word.
You're not Cher.
Where's the
You
sauce?
can still get in trouble. Right there.
Oh, is it really? You're not allowed. I guess you don't say gay anymore. It was a universal adjective when I
No,
was
you don't say
a younger
gay.
man.
You don't say nothing. You say happy
Or light on your feet.
or talented.
So a question came up in the back of the room. It's a Boston butt. It's half the shoulder. The Boston butt was cooked over hickory
Who
wood
the fuck is
and
in the back of
royal
the
oak
room?
charcoal. The guy right behind you.
Your friend.
Oh, my buddy.
This is a good sandwich.
You brought him.
Who
He's
gets
asking
this
all the
one?
good questions.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He asked what
Sorry,
kind
Dominic.
of meat it is.
Yeah. He's a hardcore dude.
It's the Boston butt, and they cooked it for about 14 hours over hickory and royal oak charcoal, and then they wrap it in tin foil and they let it get happy for like another 4 or 5 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Brian.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No, we don't do a brine. We don't do a brine.
Did you inject these?
We did not inject these.
They're old
This
school.
is-
They
yeah.
don't like inject or any of that stuff.
We will for competition, but for the restaurant, we don't inject.
What's the biggest mistake people are going to do this like 4th of July weekend when they barbecue? Do they overcook
They're going
it?
to overcook.
How
Yeah.
do they cook it evenly? Is this
You just have to keep your temperature even. If you stick around 220 and don't get just crazy with it.
and my
then
idiot
it'll be
friends, they
fine.
put like a pound of lighter fluid
No.
and then light it.
and then
no.
it tastes like lighter fluid,
Yeah,
right?
and they have the shits.
One of the right, it's the
I do, it scares me.
it's the charcoal briquettes. They're put together with petroleum products, and so we use lump charcoal. We use hickory wood. We don't mess with the briquettes.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Sure.
Do you, Roland? You
That's
are
how you
a
barbecue.
fat.
No, he's doing it right.
Man,
There's
this
barbecue
is
all
delicious.
over the desk.
I was making your sandwich.
Person
You know
I've
what?
ever
I'm
seen.
gonna. This is for you. I'm gonna make this. I was gonna make it for him. I'm making it for you.
This is so
instead.
good.
Let me
This
ask
is
you guys a question.
really good.
You guys are obviously in business, and you guys are making money.
No.
When you
No.
What happened?
What do you mean? We just started this. Ubon's has existed for like 30 years as a barbecue entity.
Okay.
But this enterprise to sell the sauce and the Bloody Mary mix started about 12 months ago when my brother and I left the NYMEX because it went electronic and there was no money down there.
How much in debt are you?
Oh, that's a hard question. That's like asking a man his penis size or something.
Adam likes to tell people that, listen, we're not digging a hole, but we're staring at the fucking shovel.
So probably $500,000, right?
Anything worth doing is worth doing, right?
$500,000 is it? So
That's what's so noble about
how-
barbecue.
Let me tell you something. The stuff you got is great.
Thank you, man. We
And
appreciate
good,
that.
and good luck. And New York's a tough market. I mean, New York can fall in love with you.
It's awesome. Roland, for those at home, Roland just took the sauce, and it was good though. He went over a garbage pail, so he didn't get the floor completely, but he poured sauce all over everything. It was amazing.
But it needs to be known that there is sauce and pork all over the desk here.
It's so delicious.
And
I'm
for-
so happy.
Is he going to eat that later?
If I can
Probably.
if I can freeze you like Han Solo right now, you're so gross.
So, and here's the greatest thing: the Bloody Mary mix is all natural, gluten-free, no chemicals, no additives, no preservatives.
That's what I was worried
Shit
about.
out of the bread.
That's what I am. And as a
Pull the bread. Got it.
300-pound fat Jewish kid from New Jersey, that's what I always worry about in the barbecue pork business.
Hey, did you guys actually invent the sauce like in a bathtub? They said.
Actually, the story is that my great-grandfather made the sauce up in a No. 3 wash tub and stirred it with a boat paddle. It was passed on to my grandfather, whose name was Yvonne, and then to my
What's
dad.
the No. 3? I'm from the projects. We all had No. 1 back then. What does the No. 3 mean?
It's just a big one.
Okay.
Yeah,
You see the Ray Charles movie? The one with the little kid?
I don't watch those kind of movies.
If you want to see the delicious barbecue, ubons.net.
Gotcha.
Yeah, ubons.net.
ubons.net. And again, if you want to call in, it's 866-969-1969.
And we're on sale in Fairway for the next few weeks, and Central Market in Texas is selling it. So we got a couple of people that have jumped on board, and we're really excited
Are you guys going
about
to do
it.
like a pop-up restaurant in New York?
Leslie?
We'd love to.
Well, let me tell you something. Dominique said he'll make you a barbecued cronut.
Actually, I had this.
That means fuck you in French.
That was amazing, guys. So we have a pulled pork sandwich at the bakery because we also do lunch.
I had it. It's so good.
Whoa!
Wait a second,
I'm not the competition.
Everybody stop.
So do you have liquid smoke in your sauce?
Josh,
No.
I'm asking you right now.
Right
Could you be my Starsky to the hutch to find out what the fuck's going on now? He's doing barbecue.
I have to say,
barbecue.
Get in there.
It's
Get
a
in there, Pitbull.
roasted
It makes
pork
me a little-
shoulder.
makes-
Roasted pork shoulder sandwich. It has nothing to do with it. This is amazing.
My
Well, that-
my
it's not
partner's
barbecue.
looking at the crime scene. Go ahead, partner.
No, I just said, I mean, it would be like if I was going to, trust Mike Mills to make, a creme brulee or something.
Well, let me tell you something.
We can name drop for the next
we have
6 fucking
we have
hours.
a cheesecake on the menu, and invite you guys to come and try it. This is a very specific cheesecake. It's not like the classical American cheesecake. It is very light. It's made with ricotta cheese. It's poured on top like a creme brulee.
What time
And
should
it
we
has
be
a
there?
little. I'm sorry.
What time this evening should we be there?
Anytime.
I will say in Dominique's defense
Dominique thinks you're a pussy.
that one of America's greatest barbecuers, a man who I think will be calling in at some point today, actually got his training at Daniel. Did you work at the same time when Adam Perry Lang was at Danielle?
No.
It was early. It was a few years
it
early.
was
He was
before,
like with Riyadh and those guys.
Yeah, he'll be calling in an hour.
Oh, nice.
This is. I keep eating this.
Well, you
It's
should-
very
I take all the brown, Mr. Brown. I like
I
all
also
bark.
like the smoke flavor. How do you get the smoke? What kind of chips do you use?
It's called barbecue, Roland.
It's during the first
Sleep your mess.
4 to 6 hours of smoking, we add hickory wood to our fire, and so after that amount of time, you really can't get a lot more smoke in unless you do the fake smoke, the liquid smoke, and we just feel like that's tacky. Liquid smoke's just tacky.
I gotta tell you a story that you're gonna die for because I know you're a big foodie.
You went to First Union Bank and you asked them for $100,000.
No. So people ask me all the time why I'm so stupid that I went into this business, and it's a story that her dad Gary Roark told me, and it's worth telling. When he was growing up, they were pretty poor, and the only time they made sauce was when his father got paid, and he'd go home and he'd have money and he'd get sauce. He'd buy the stuff to make sauce, and he'd buy chicken. And Gary told me every time he made sauce, he would cook barbecue chicken that night. So one day he tells me, he's like, so the people in town, when they saw the white smoke, it was like they were electing a pope, right? When they saw the white smoke coming out of the backyard, they would come over, and I was like, I'm in New York. I'm like, oh, they come over for chicken? That's cool. He goes, no, man, chicken's way too damn expensive. But if he was cooking chicken, he just made sauce, and they were coming with tubs and milk bottles and whatever else they had at home to fill up with sauce to bring home. Because he knew they had just made sauce.
Oh, man.
And I was like, anything that has that kind of a story behind it, I'll get involved with.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Great story, but Dominique still thinks his barbecue is better than yours.
His roasted pork shoulder? It's like,
I'll put my money
try it.
against a French guy any day.
Yeah, but the French guy's smart because you guys were like, what gives you the right to make a pork sandwich? And he goes, let me tell you about the cheesecake.
Very good.
Everybody just moves on.
They don't have to win a war like that.
Yeah, again, it's 866-969-1969. Like over here, me and Troy, we go to Mighty Quinn's Barbecue here. That's like we figured that's like the
In my professional opinion,
Here we go. That's why he's here, because he says Roland, you're an idiot.
No,
you don't know what
far
you're talking
from
about.
it. Far from it.
I'm going to blog
He's
about
saying
your
the mighty
creepily
Quinn,
tight gray T-shirt on Monday.
He's saying go back, you go swim and get your people off the boat.
He's like, this guy with a B cup told me to come to the radio station.
Really? Let's see that as more of a BC. Listen, I'm a B cup, so he's a C.
Go double B.
It's all natural, though. Yeah. No, I would say that...
I'm an F in my mind.
I would say that is the best barbecue restaurant in New York and one of the best barbecue restaurants in the country. I just wrote a big piece for the Wall Street Journal, and they were the star.
How's Dallas barbecue?
Horrible. It's some of the worst food in literally. It's worse than what you would get at the Grover Cleveland Service Plaza at 2
So you're
in the
saying
morning.
700 people a day eat there?
It's like ketchup.
All imbeciles.
They're all imbeciles.
All imbeciles. Every one of them. You know what it is?
My mom.
They drink giant blue Bourbon Street drinks and eat the greasy onion loaf, so they're like so happy. And who wouldn't be? But the barbecue's
It tastes like the sauce is like ketchup.
How about Adam Perry Lang? How about Dallas?
Well, okay. Adam Perry Lang is, in my opinion, the greatest meat chef in the world.
Because you like him.
No, that's why I like him. His barbecue
This sounds like a Jewish crush.
His barbecues. He in competition when he's making barbecue himself. There is no greater barbecuer in the world. That's what I'll go ahead and
Really?
say. Yeah. Or any grilling or anything.
You think he can win a Grand Royal?
He already has. He's the only man that I ever. You know what? Let me ask you, Udons. Do you know anybody? Udon. Is that what I said?
Let me ask you.
Udon.
The Star Trek grill grew.
Ubons. I'm sorry. But no, seriously. Did you ever hear of anybody getting a perfect score in ribs across the board at the final judging?
It doesn't happen often. And we cook primarily in the Memphis Barbecue Network. We don't cook as much KCBS as most teams do, but it happens. But it's very, very rare. Very rare.
Rare as plutonium.
Yeah.
You know, I don't mean, listen, anyone like you guys, you do real barbecue in the most painstaking, labor-intensive, unprofitable way. You deserve credit that Adam can't, really claim to as a,
I'll throw it out.
just as a genius.
I'll throw it out there. The Ubons, before my time, did win Memphis in May, first place shoulder, and they've got 3 top 3s and 10 or 12 top 10s. Memphis in May.
We've got a trophy from the Jack. We've got some stuff like that. We've been competing since about 1989. So
wow, that's
we've been
really
around
impressive
for the old school.
I mean, this is delicious. What's up next for the Ubons?
Let's see.
Fancy
What is
food
up
show.
next? Yeah, we're doing the Fancy Food Show this weekend. And
Booth 4642. Come by for a Bloody Mary.
you can tell he's my plugger.
Yeah, I mean, you have amazing.
You don't seem to be from Mississippi.
No, I'm the fat Jew in debt.
I felt like
I'm the fat Jew from Short Hills, New Jersey, who's in debt.
Will you explain to me how fat Jews manage to insert ourselves into every significant cultural tradition besides our own? It's kind of a mole.
See, there was a story.
A Mishkite mole.
I like that. That's what I'm going to call you.
Well, everyone's been calling Ubons the Ubons barbecue family since millennia began because of their hospitality. They've been coined notoriously hospitable. I looked at Gary, the pitmaster, when he was up here in New York, and I said, Gary, you don't realize it, but you're really the Ubons barbecue mishpucha at this point. And he lost his shit. He didn't know. He didn't know whether he should go blind. I mean, he looked at me and said, I sure hope that means family. Yes, it does, man. But I was at the Big Apple Barbecue. You guys were just talking about the Big Apple Barbecue block party. I thank Union Square Hospitality Group and Danny Meyer for putting me into this whole thing because 6 years ago, I was there with my family. And I like the way he's saucing the meat right now. Well played.
Look at you. I'm fucking food porn, huh?
I'm at the party.
I mean, listen.
Awesome. He's doing it right.
Yeah,
give me a little more.
Throw some more on there.
Yeah, we have a phone call. We got from Kentucky. Someone has that barbecue question.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Oh, here we go.
You're on.
Hey, Roland. Hey, guys. How you doing today?
I love the Munsters.
Hello.
Well, let me tell you, there's the world's best kept secret. It's Monroe County Barbecue. I don't know if any of you guys know about it. It's in a little town called Tompkinsville, Kentucky. About 12,000 people at the most in the whole town, and there's about 15 barbecue joints. And they just mainly do pork shoulder. And they, of course, use bourbon in the sauce, and it's in south central Kentucky. Have any of you heard of Monroe County, Kentucky barbecue?
All right, answer your question. Matt in Buffalo. No, Matt in Buffalo. There you go.
Fuck your plug.
Yeah,
That's so mean.
Yeah, it's off a dirt road.
Give me another of those rolls.
Hello, Matt from Buffalo.
Fuck your roll.
Roland, how's it going, man?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
That
I
is
know you're a
Nixon barbecue and a radio show.
in New York City, so I was hoping you could help me out. I'm looking for a really nice Italian restaurant in New York City. Planning on heading down to...
How much you want to
New
spend?
York next month.
Go to Scarpetta, my buddy Scott Conan's place.
Scotty hasn't been in there since Ford was president.
He's a great guy.
I love Ruby Rose.
Fuck you, Josh. Let him go. He's a good.
I'm sorry. I'm such an.
He's
asshole.
a good chef.
Can I make a recommendation too? Sauce in the Lower East Side is a great Italian restaurant.
Yeah, that's from a cool guy that gets a lot
Italian
of
food in New York.
I'm a married guy that's going to be 40, so if you want to go to a place like that, go to Scarpetta. If you want to go to what?
It's Sauce.
He has abs.
Yeah,
Well done.
I'll
again,
throw Piccolo Angelo out there.
866-969-1969. We have the Cuban here, Josh Orseski.
Ozerski.
I feel so much better than him fucking up our name.
He fucks his name. He's running the whole fucking show.
And Dominic Ansel, and we have the Uwan family.
Oh, again with this guy.
Is it Uwans?
Yeah,
Uwan's family here. So on the... Oh, no.
Okay, let's take a break, Roland.
Yeah, okay, we'll take a break.
Who
And,
wants this sandwich? This is a very good one.
We'll take the call, then take a break.
I don't really care about other
Kentucky.
people's sandwiches in the back.
All right, Kentucky. This is... Hello?
Hey, I want to ask you about there. I make smokers, and I've made them all different shapes, and it seems like I actually get a better smoke out of a square smoker than like the round, like the old cylinder type. Do they notice anything like that?
We use the backwood smoker, which is a upright kind of box smoker, like you're talking about, with a water pan in the middle of it. A lot of guys do use the sidecar. To be honest, if you burn enough wood and you burn it long enough, you're going to get your nice smoke ring.
Yeah, I take them out of old propane cylinders, make them out of old telephone boxes, all that kind of shit, man. You know, it looks kind of cool and nostalgic at the same time. Ain't cooked for.
Right on. Ubon's first smoker they ever used was an upside-down filing cabinet or a refrigerator. What was it?
Refrigerator.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Don't go anywhere. Roland's Food Court will be back in just a moment. We are back with Roland's Food Court. Give us a call. 866-969-1969.
Hello. We're back again, as Troy said. 866-969-1969. Dominic Ansel had to step out. He's been up since 3 a.m. He gave us the delicious cronuts and other delicious pastries.
I like that.
We have the Cuban Carl still here. And we have U-Bonds. And we have Josh.
Josh is putting pulled pork. Josh,
no, it's
bark. Josh is dumping pulled pork into his shot of Jim Beam.
Ew.
That's like
Yum.
a
And I'm gonna
cocktail
try
we
it.
used to call it.
Try it.
That's so country.
Delicious.
Is it good?
It's like the first time I kissed my sister.
But that was
The
yesterday.
first time I kissed your sister was better, though.
The fourth incest joke today, by the way.
Jamie Lannister.
It's only been an hour, buddy.
I'm getting married in 2 weeks.
That's true.
I miss my sister.
You know who's doing my wedding cake? Ben Israel.
And
cue
never
the
dates
crickets. He's an amazing pastry.
Not the Ben Israel.
Yes.
I never heard of him.
Obviously a Gentile.
So, who has been Israel?
Fuck you.
Who is he?
I don't care anymore.
Neither has been Israel. Who is he?
I'm just trying to be cool. I'm just trying to do like a little private piece, but I guess that doesn't work.
No, that only works for Josh because he drops the real shit.
Yeah, right.
And I've been Israel. Like, who the fuck is that?
Dude, he
Sylvia
did a show on the-
Weinstock. That's who the. That's
He had a show on the Food Network, Ben Israel. He did the whole thing with the cakes and
Your freebie connection.
Hoping to get a discount on the cake price.
This motherfucker, I brought him here. He's going to ask me for.
I gave him part of the cronut. That guy.
Yeah.
I don't even know who he is. I gave him part of the cronut, and I
He
gave
just
him
got
one.
out of jail.
He looks
He would
like.
have taken apart anything.
I hope he's not AB. That's all I can say.
Yeah, I was reading Josh's article about
Matthew Leahy. That's a great.
Oh, I heard of him.
Leahy.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
were
was
saying?
reading your article
That is hurtful.
about the Brooklyn scene, about now the new trend is no reservations. Is that the new hip Brooklyn scene?
Well, okay, I did two pieces. One was like my hate piece on Brooklyn, and then the most recent one was about.
Whoa.
What?
Hold on one second.
Yeah.
He's just not going to glaze over that nuclear bomb. What the fuck was that all about?
Okay, I believe that Brooklyn restaurants mostly blow, and I don't feel that has
Blow what?
fact has
Blow
been
like
schmod. I really feel that. Okay, like it's not. There are restaurants like this in Manhattan that are grotesquely overrated, that have insolent
like
service.
what? Give me two.
I mean, I don't want to say the names of them.
Say the first name and then whisper the phone number.
Okay, let me say this. There is a famous, well-hyped restaurant on the Lower East Side that everyone is just crazy about, which...
McDonald's.
Exactly. No, look, I mean, to answer Roland, to answer your original question, the whole no reservations thing, it's what I would think of as the cronut principle. New Yorkers, yeah.
Don't be talking shit about people that just
he wasn't talking this shit
Listen,
when the French
I
guy
have the highest regard.
You were rubbing fucking pastry on your nipples with me.
He had raspberry lime ice all over his
You better man the fuck up, man.
What do you think? What is this shaped like?
A big black nipple.
No, I was thinking a butt plug, but anyway, the point is...
Obviously two different tastes.
Look, the no reservations thing... The no reservations thing is just a way to manipulate a hyper-conscious, like socially hyper-aware, freaky, patronizing, stratified Manhattan dickhead principle that basically values scarcity more than quality. That's why people go in there, they only care about the cronuts. The guy's got 15 different kinds of magnificent pastries, and nobody cares. They just want to be the only guy in the office with a cronut.
Yeah, we have on the hotline Brett Eldridge. He's from Nashville, Tennessee, a country singer. He has a new album, Don't Ya? How's it going, Brett? How are you?
Okay. Kind of a non sequitur.
I know. I've been drinking a lot, Brett. I apologize.
That was one of the best transitions I've ever seen.
I took too many shots. I apologize.
Martha Ray is here.
Dynamite dropping money.
I apologize for
Slick
that.
Rick's coming up.
Tim Conway up
and
next.
the Wu-Tang Clan has
India to the stage.
The Wu-Tang with their peach pie cobbler recipe.
Peaches is here, and Herb.
Well, I've been carrying this drink.
Is that guy still on the phone? Or did we hang up on him?
No. Hey, Brett, how are you?
What's going on? I'm hanging out on a lake in Folsom, California.
Oh, nice. So
prison?
Yeah, right next to the
Go.
Nice. Are you playing a concert there tonight?
What's that?
Are you doing a concert tonight?
We're gonna have a drink on stage. We're gonna play. We're gonna jam it out. Yeah, we're right now. We're having a drink on the lake right now.
Yeah, no, we've been drinking here too. In Nashville, what's your go-to spot?
Idea.
What's your go-to spot in Nashville while you're there?
What's my spot in Nashville?
Yeah. For restaurants or
going
bars?
out on the town, you got to go to Robert's Western World, and you got to get the burger or the recession special, which is a fried bologna and.
Does anybody have any Adderall or anything?
Yeah.
I need to stay awake during this.
So we have Josh here. He's very, very drunk. So sorry about that. Josh is wasted. So when's your next single come out?
City, I didn't know I had enough.
Oh, when's your next single come out? I have two drunk co-hosts.
My next single's coming. My next single will be out in about a couple months, but I'm on one right now called "Don't You." That's
I miss the Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys.
How much is it?
Yeah, but we're. Yeah, man, we got a song out there called "Don't You" right now, and I got an album coming out in August, so I'm just working on that.
All right, thank you. Yeah, we're wrapping up the show right now, so it's Brett Eldridge at BrettEldridge.com. Thank you for calling Brett, though.
I'm definitely buying that album, though.
We're running out. Sorry, we ran so late, though. Thank you, Brett.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, see you.
Sorry, dude.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. See you soon.
That's all right.
What the fuck?
You fuck with the bull and you get the horn.
Two guys from Brooklyn. You gonna put Brett Eldridge on?
I know. Who is he famous?
No, he might have an antique shop in there. What the fuck do I know if he's famous?
Yeah, you might as well be making your wedding cake. He's that famous.
That's a long way from Pearl Harbor, Sammy.
Yeah, no, I didn't know how to. How do you say that? Ease into the call, like hello.
Yes.
So we went from Brooklyn Cronuts, and then we're like, hey everybody, hello. Oh, actually, Joel McHale wants to call in.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. So
Joel McHale.
He's my buddy. So be nice to him.
Oh, you fucking.
I thought
damn
we were
right.
talking about me this segment.
Joe McHale's calling. He's more important than you.
Joe McHale?
Yeah.
Did he own the hamburger restaurant? Oh, no. That guy?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen him on TV. On
Watch
television.
your fucking mouth, and he's
No, I'm sorry. I take it all back.
Here we go. I just sent the number. Joe McHale will be calling in any second. He's a good friend of mine. And a friend of the show's.
A friend of the show's.
Well, he's not as big as Matt Israel. Oh, Jesus.
Matt Israel, he's doing my wedding cake.
Wasn't he the first minister?
That cost me $2G.
Wasn't he the first prime minister of Israel?
The number is 866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Again, the number, because Loudy here. 866-969-1969.
Roland, while we wait for the talk soup guy to call in, would you...
Paula, did you remember her?
No.
Exactly.
While we wait for the talk soup man to call in, is there anything that you want to draw on my rich, kind of like cultural...
What's the best burger in New York?
The Brindle Room.
Oh,
good news.
Why?
The talk soup man is here.
Why? Why the Brindle Room?
I don't have that number.
Is the talk soup man coming on, or can I answer?
Pat Martin's coming. Just called in, but I have to give Joel the other... Can you tell me the number through my headphones?
Watch the show fall apart.
Oh, sorry.
And
It's like the Hindenburg.
There's Saul.
The wheels have completely come off at this point.
We're all drunk on pork bark, and
Buns,
barbecue Bloody Mary.
Meat drunk.
The 3 bottles of Jim Beam had nothing to do.
Roland's giving out the freaking...
Did you ever have the Jim Beam Black?
Oh, it's fantastic.
No,
That's
but I've had Jim Beam and then...
Okay.
Jim Bleem? Have you had a lot of Jim Bleem?
We'll get him up. Hey,
some more Bleem?
Hey, Pat. How are you?
No, Josh is hunting me down.
Hello, Pat. How are you?
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we have the U-Bonds people here.
Hey, Patrick, it's the barbecue princess.
What's up, sweet?
Hi, how are you, sweetie?
All right.
All right, let's...
Oh, come on. They're not wanting us to catch up on the air, I don't think. What?
Let's cut to the bullshit, Pat. Right now, this is the Cuban. Listen, you're in the middle of opening a restaurant right now. How many people are freaking the fuck out right now behind you?
There's a lot of them freaking out, and I'm about to be freaking out, Leo, if you don't get these fucking cabbage off the face.
I love this guy.
I'm serious. I'm freaking out, man. It's actually been smoother than I thought it would. Or it was smoother than my first couple openings, but it's still, there's never a new restaurant that opens that's not out of control, So a lot of new employees, they get freaked out. I had 2 girls cry. We've already had 2 people hook up in the cooler.
All right. Hey, Joel. Hey, Joel. Thanks for calling in. We have...
That was the previous host of Talk Soup.
I have Josh Orzeski here. Orzeski and the Cuban, Carl Ruiz here. And Dominic Ansel just left. He brought us 3 cronuts.
He did 3. Wow, that's very generous of him. They're fantastic. Did you try them yet?
Holy shit, a real
because he was like, this is all I'm going to bring you. I asked for 6. He went, no, 3. So,
Yeah.
all right.
People are selling for $40 on the street.
Yeah, now they're going for $140 a box.
Yeah, and Dominique even said it's not the best pastry in the place. I mean, it's right up there.
We covered that all.
You already covered that? All right. Well,
how is it to be so famous?
Should I hang up? No, I'm
no.
kidding.
How have you been though? Where are you up to right now?
I am driving, going to dinner. I'm here in your lovely city of New York.
Oh, nice. Where in New York are you going to?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, I just realized I had a few too many people that.
I'm just going to go to Times Square and spin around in circles with my finger pointing and blindfold and just stop. And I'm like, that's it. We're going.
That's it.
We're
Nice.
we're going to Sparrow.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, I thought you were going to go to Bubba Grump's. They have the best view.
What?
That's the drunk version of Bubba Gumps.
Yeah, this is
no one knows that one.
His uncle.
This slur brought to you by Jim Beam.
Yeah, no, this is that's a Cuban. He's my co-host, and he's drunk, unfortunately.
I would go to a place that just serves that. That would be fine. There should be. What's your Mr. Cuban?
Yes.
What's your favorite restaurant in the city?
My favorite restaurant in the city is Barbuto.
But a good answer. That's not a bad answer.
Jonathan Waxman.
It's the most simple place. I can bring every type of asshole that I know, and there's something there for them.
Yeah, and we have
it's very
Josh here.
simple. The food's clean. It works. I'm never embarrassed taking someone there, and any guests that I bring there is like, "What's this?" or "What's that?" or "What is this?" What's that going to be? And I think that's very important in the modern world. Is taking someone somewhere.
No, that's for real. Like, you know, a city isn't judged by its like global destination restaurants, like it's Alinia's or Danielle's. It's like the local restaurant that people go to in a neighborhood. My place is like that, and not far from there, Commerce.
Oh, same
exact
kind of
same thing. You know,
same kind of thinking.
Like,
and that's where we go because we're not famous. Where do you go?
Oh, well.
What do you mean we?
Thank you.
What do you mean we,
for-
white man?
Compared to him, we're not famous.
Thank you for saying that, and I'm
We're
glad we don't
like
go to the
Tonto and Tonto.
What's supposed to be better, Daniel or Jean Georges?
Who's going to answer that? Because it's
well,
political.
Josh is the expert.
Josh Honser, because he's sweating and eating pulled pork.
Honestly, Danielle
sauce.
Danielle is for flawless and impeccable service and old school atmosphere. Jean George is more modern if you have a kind of a progressive avant-garde taste. Personally, I hate to say it, not to alienate anybody, but I'm all in with the Ripper. For me, the Ripper is the chef in New York.
Buddy, if you hate soy sauce, don't go to Jean George. I mean, don't go to Jean George, and if you're fine with it, go to Danielle. The thing was, these are big restaurants where you're going to look great. I would pick Danielle to take a date.
Yeah,
just because they have a recipe for their flower bouquet when you walk in. There's an actual
Nobody
recipe
does
in the
that.
kitchen.
Nobody gives that experience.
And
like he
every
does.
day they change the flowers and they do everything. And there's a little French guy sitting in a skybox in the only air-conditioned kitchen in the city.
Yeah.
He's in a fucking skybox.
If you're a
and
big
next
shot,
to him-
you can get the skybox.
Yeah, there's a picture of him holding a fucking goose.
Wow.
So you're making $8 an hour, fucking turning carrots, looking at a picture of your boss holding a goose.
Jeez.
That's where you
Now,
want to eat. It's the closest
How
thing.
is Il Molino?
Can I field this one?
Go for it.
It sucks. Anybody that goes there is a dope. It's a bunch of grease balls and tuxedos.
I just want to jump in, and we just found out where he's going to dinner.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, because he asked two places, and all of a sudden he asked a place that's not even close. He's like, "Where's?"
Yeah,
Il Molino?
right.
That's where
no.
Joel McHale's going.
That is, I will say categorically, it is not the place I'm going.
So you already know where you're going. These questions is all moot.
Yeah, no, I'm just because I've been here. I'm staying in New York for a while, and I want to.
Are you staying at the London?
No, God
should.
no. I mean, even if I was.
Are you staying in the Red Hook Service Plaza?
Yes. Now we have a restaurant in LA called Animal, and do you guys have anything similar to that here?
No, we care about food here.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's
okay.
I mean, listen, Animal is a better version of 723 restaurants in Brooklyn.
Wow.
If you want to if you want to step up and be in New York and eat real New York food, like forget about all them like places you're talking about. That's like all for like altar-cockers and tourists.
Stop yelping, Mr. McKay.
Look, I'm not from here. Why would I know any of this?
Well, that's why I'm telling you. You have
Yeah, but I
5
feel like
restaurants
I'm in
off the top of my head.
You're talking to a food writer from Time magazine.
No, it's Esquire now. I've moved on.
You're not in Time anymore? You're
The
in
Time
Esquire?
went out of business. They fired everybody.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's another show.
It's like the
Sorry, dude.
So,
well, but I would say the restaurants you should look at are not like big If you want a big destination restaurant, it's obviously either Maria or Le Bernardin or Masa.
Yeah.
But if you want to just go and have a fantastic dinner with great food in a true New York atmosphere with real New Yorkers, you're looking at Barbuto, Commerce, Hearth, restaurants like the Vinegar Hill House, Osteria Marini.
Peasant,
Cafe. I mean, those are the kind of, maybe not, but I mean like MP Taverna, like Tertulia. Those are the real restaurants.
Let me tell you the Peasant is a place that's been open for 12 years in New York City.
Yeah.
Open 12 years in New York City. The only thing more spectacular than that is living in Ohio and keeping 3 women kidnapped in your basement for 10 years. It's that.
That sounds very smelly.
That must be better. Having the 3 women in the basement must be better.
So Peasant, Carlo, he's one of the best chefs. He built his own kitchen, hand by hand. He made his own ovens, and it's unbelievable. Go there, eat there.
That's a wonderful restaurant.
There's no celebrities there. All the bloggers are gone. Everybody's gone. And it's real New York food.
Nice.
His wife is the hostess. She's sitting there. You'll know her. She has a
wood oven.
1660-70 Rolex Submariner on. You'll know it. And then she's in the front. Frank's in the back. And they're doing real food. I went there with Guy Fieri the other day. And he was there cooking on Father's Day. On Father's Day.
You went with Guy, so how was the popcorn shrimp?
Dude, don't fuck around. He's a good guy.
He's right, though.
All right, Joel, we'll let you enjoy your dinner, and hope to see you soon.
Now, do you guys like Luzo?
Yes, I actually am a big fan of Luzzo. Luzzo is like the 3rd best
Do you
pizzeria
see how
in Lower Manhattan.
he quietly corrected your pronunciation?
You're talking about the pizza on First Avenue?
Have you been to Losers?
I live there.
I live there. That's my house. You're talking
Leslie's
about.
from Yazoo City, Mississippi.
What's
She's
your
been to
favorite
Lugers.
pizza in the city?
DeFara. The best pizza anywhere in the
Lombardi's.
world is DeFara.
I love Ruby Rosa. That place is...
That's all right.
I like Lombardi's.
Can I don't mean to dissent, because I have the utmost respect for you.
We're not in the fucking Supreme Court.
It
You
blows.
can say whatever you want.
Lombardi's blows. That's been like riding
It's
on
salty.
Your mother.
It's been in my humble opinion, that's been riding on its coattails for years. There's so much great pizza, and it is very good, but it's not in the top level.
Roberta's in Brooklyn.
That's a very good pizza.
I wait 3 hours.
Yeah, the working man slice is the best thing there.
Yeah, I wait 3 hours.
I have the smallest titties between all 3 of us. I say Lombardi's.
That's why you have the small titties. Thank you, Joel, for calling in, though.
Roland, thanks.
Holy shit, man. Joel
Joel McHale,
a lot.
man.
In this 4 minutes, I have learned more about...
Joel, you can email me personally at any time, and I will give you the restaurant hookups.
All right, what's the email?
I gotta say it on the radio.
Joel, I'll text it to you.
Dude, no, just say it. What's the problem?
It's josh@metopia.org.
All right, great. No, yeah, I'll take it. Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
He's the best. He's probably the best food writer of our lifetime.
Yeah, you really think that?
Yeah. I think so.
You know what? That feels nice.
All right. Well, this is Roland. Congrats on the show. It's great.
Thanks. Hope to see you soon, though, Joel.
Never.
All right, no.
Yeah, I will, definitely.
I know.
Definitely.
I'm a big fan, man.
All right, Joel.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Enjoy your dinner.
I will be emailing you. Okay, see ya.
Have fun at Il Menino.
He's so going there. He's so going there.
We have a caller, Tim from KC.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's me.
Go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, unfortunately.
All right. I had a question for the barbecue guys. I'm doing a brisket tomorrow. Should I soak my wood chips, my wood chunks?
Bye-bye. I'm bored. Let's go to Larry, Tennessee. Soak my wood chips.
The answer was no.
Larry.
Hi, for the U-Bars, are there other barbecue styles that you will eat? Will you eat Eastern Carolina-style barbecue or South Carolina-style barbecue?
I'll eat them all. They're so different from each other that it's like it's like different ethnicity food. It's not the same. I love Kansas City style ribs. I love South Carolina pulled pork. So yeah, I mean, it's barbecue is so different from region to region that it's like totally different fare.
Yeah, I wondered with you being raised with world-class barbecue, if you would be interested in the other styles, because my personal
But what is world class? Because no other country competes, right?
Denmark's got a team.
Denmark's got a team. Why don't you go up against the best? If you're the
Denmark
best,
kicked ass
why
at
do they
Memphis
come
United.
up against you? Come on, you can only.
But I'm saying they're not. I'm not trying to fight with you, G.I. Joe. All
You're
I'm trying to
fucking with
say
Larry
is
again.
All I'm trying to say is. There's no other country that competes in barbecue, right?
Not now, but we're seeing barbecue as a trend kind of starting to jump.
Let's see if Pat Martin has an opinion about this. Hey, Pat.
Mr. Pat Martin, welcome back.
I'm sorry, the Cuban hung up on you. He's an asshole.
He knows that's not true.
One too many Bloody Marys.
Pat, are you the Pat Martin from Virginia or the other Pat Martin?
There's only one Pat Martin.
That's a definitive answer right there.
Thanks for to find out who the guest is.
Yeah,
Are you the Pat Martin from my child support case, or are you?
Let me put it to you: that Pat Martin is a Pat Martin's plural.
Oh, okay.
That guy has an S on his last name.
Spit, Pat. Spit.
Pat, where's your new restaurant located at that you're at right now?
I'm at Martin's Barbecue in Mount Juliet, about 15 minutes east of Nashville.
How slammed have you been?
We've been really slammed. Really slammed. It's a new restaurant opening. Everybody's curious about it and excited, and I'm glad they are, but it still doesn't take away from the pain, the misery and all the bullshit that happens in a new opening. But it's fun at the same time.
Yeah, I met you at the barbecue festival, and your pulled pork was phenomenal. I had tears in my eyes.
This guy is one of the truly elite figures in the barbecue community.
He was like a rock star.
People have enormous respect for him as a barbecue.
And yet we hung up on him as soon as Joel McHale called up.
He's a big star. What are you talking about?
Pat Martin's been my friend for a long time. Pat is probably one of the things that I define barbecue by is whole hog cooking. I think, you can make ribs, you can make brisket, you can make whatever the fuck you want to do. But cooking a whole pig,
incredibly challenging.
It's
incredibly challenging.
The temperature of the pig, the thing, where'd the pig come from.
It's not even about that. I mean, think about what it's like to cook a pork loin, like how lean a pork loin is, and then think about cooking a pork shoulder.
I haven't cooked a pork loin since I quit from the gay bar that I was a chef.
Yeah, no, pork loins is from hunger.
But it's awful. And Pat does a whole hog the right way. He cooks it skin side up. He doesn't just stew it in its own fat.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy to cook a whole hog when you cook it skin side down.
I mean, Pat took me to his rig, and I ate his stuff, and then he took me to some other guy.
What's that one where you get the skin and put it in the pulled pork?
That's North Carolina, where they chop the skin,
Mitchell.
right?
Yeah, like that's Sam Jones.
Sam Jones, that's the guy we were hanging out with.
I have to say, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead. Actually.
No, I mean, Sam Jones barbecue and Rodney Scott's barbecue, from the Carolina perspective, that's the best pulled pork.
That's the Ferrari.
Yes, it is.
Pat, what's that barbecue place you took us to that was like a rickshaw type barbecue?
The guy that looked like Samuel L. Jackson with all the wood and stuff. What was that guy's name?
Rodney.
Which bar?
Yeah, Rodney. Is it Rodney or
Remember the guy that built it all out of like tinsel and stuff? He built the whole.
Yeah, it was Rodney.
That's Rodney.
Yeah.
Rodney Scott. Yeah.
He's part of the Fatback Collective.
Rodney.
He was doing a good job. He was making some good stuff.
He's really great.
Rodney made me and Sam both look like dumbasses because me and Sam spent, I'm embarrassed to tell you how many thousands of dollars on our rigs. And Rodney goes out here and gets some 1-inch tubing, sheet iron, and fucking makes a big square box and puts sheet metal on it.
This guy gets a barrel and he welds truck axles through it to keep the wood from falling through. I mean, he is a true pro.
Yeah.
He cuts down trees with a chainsaw for his
Well,
wood.
that's what Pat was telling me. Pat says, "Hey, this guy cuts wood half the day and does barbecue half the day."
He's making his own charcoal. It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
But we're talking about Pat Martin. He's making him talk about some other barbecue.
No, I love Pat Martin. Pat Martin will be on this show every day doing the weather if we could.
Pat Martin's awesome.
I love Pat Martin.
Yeah, it changes though. It's like before, like the cooking. Now they're like each cook is like a celebrity. And when he walked through that barbecue festival, people are just like pouring in.
I mean, you got to realize, like in the barbecue community, there's like a dozen guys. You know what I mean? It's like. It's one of those things like if you were like at where's the Football Hall of Fame? Canton, Ohio or something?
So let me ask you a question, Josh. In the 70s, if Pat Martin was a rock singer, who would he be? Would he be the lead singer, Journey?
No, I see him more as a David Allan Coe type.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Wow.
What would Gary be, Leslie?
I just knew Journey.
What would Gary be?
Show me Steve Perry.
Sinatra?
Oh, no.
Definitely not Billy Davis Jr.
Hey,
Pat,
Martha?
you are a great barbecue, and I have immense respect for you. I've only gotten to try your food in New York, though. I mean, can people really, when you do it out of town and you go to places like, are they really tasting your product, or is it like is it like terroir, like it has to be, where you cook it?
Well, when you do something like Big Apple and you have that many people, I don't think any of us are. I don't want to say. I don't think every sandwich can possibly be our best. It's very difficult, especially when you're dealing with. They're kind enough to give us 15 or so volunteers who, believe me, it's a humongous help. But it's so expensive to bring an entire staff up there and to make it all happen. Other events like food and wine events where you're doing maybe 250 or 300 people at a VIP, that's a lot easier. When you're doing 6,000 people, it's much more difficult, and it bothers me a lot. I try not to actually walk over and see the sandwiches too much because I just get pissed off. Because I want them to be perfect for everybody, even whoever the schmuck is that's coming up and, grilling me about, how much he knows about cooking barbecue and all this stuff. I still want him to have a great experience.
Pat, we have one of your buddies on the other line. Adam Perry Lane's on the line.
I love that guy. I've never met him, but his book that just came out is, I don't know if it's changed anything to him, but I've got Reese fingerprints and Dirk fingerprints all in his face.
That's cool.
Like this guy, there's some people that come out with books. Every spring people come out with all their grill books, and 90% of them are the same bullshit.
That's so true.
The truth.
There are some guys that come out and really try to change things and really push, maybe push an envelope's a strong word, but really challenge things. And,
but you're one of them, Pat. You know what I mean? You're one of them, Pat, and you're doing a fantastic job, and it's fantastic. It's like my buddy Matthew Sprawls. I mean, he has a barbecue team out of Illinois called Motley Q. And they became the grand champions the other year.
Yeah, we'll say hi to Adam. Hey, Adam, how are you?
Go ahead.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Great. We have Pat Martin on the line, too. He loves you.
Hey, Adam, how you doing, man?
Thanks for the compliment. That's really kind of you.
Well, it's the truth, man. It's the truth. Adam and Chris Schlesinger are the two guys I've never met who I respect. I just respect immensely.
Oh, thanks, pal.
Appreciate it.
Adam, I go to your place a lot. I drink a lot in the middle of the day. And before I go into Lincoln Tunnel, I stop and
at the Penthouse Club. I got to say, I'll second what Pat says. Like, in my opinion, I've read every grilling book that there is to read. Adam is like, he's the James Joyce of grill. Like, he's the only person, he completely revolutionized.
It's a new over there.
Yeah, of course it's me.
Hey, Pat, put your phone on mute so we don't hear the people going crazy in the back.
All right, Leo, hold on. How do you turn this goddamn thing on?
That's barbecue, boy. That's barbecue.
What do you do, turn around and tell everyone to shut the hell up?
That's a real chef, man.
Is that it?
Close enough.
Close enough.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
God dang it. All right, hold on.
Adam, it's Josh.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
I really feel like you are the meat guru's meat guru, you know? Now, I wonder if you would tell everybody.
Yeah.
Adam has a thing that he did. He did it for, like, on a Bon Appetit video, and he was going to do it. I mean, tell me about we lost his baseball bat.
Yeah.
He has a thing where he takes a rib roast, he pulls out part of the bone, and he beats the fuck out of it with a baseball bat so he can cook it like a steak. It's one of the most...
Yes, yeah, that's amazing.
And you know what he does? He takes, like, charcoal on a microplane and makes, like, charcoal salt. This man he's, you know...
And then he gets the herbs and makes, like, a little brush.
Yeah, with a board dressing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm sorry. I don't mean
We'll stick to drinking beer and smoking meat, low and slow.
No, Adam, I mean, your food is fantastic. I mean, I didn't understand barbecue until you opened your place. I went to a birthday party, and he did the whole hog in the back, and I was like, oh,
I thought you were going to say at the Penthouse Club. So
no, I go
Adam
there
had a great steakhouse at the Penthouse Club.
Yeah.
Adam is as good with steak as he is with barbecue. This is just his thing now, is grilling and barbecue. Like, he has classical French training. He can do anything. That's why he's so good at grilling and barbecue.
I got to get you guys out because I'm doing this. I just bought a 45-foot flatbed trailer, and I just mounted. I customized this barbecue pit with the guys at J&R, and have a coal coal generator. We're burning pecan and post oak, and we're going to cook 3 days a week. I'm sleeping down there in Los Angeles in Kimmel's parking lot.
Yeah,
And,
are you doing a pop-up restaurant outside Kimmel's parking lot?
Yeah, it's
starting July 9th.
We call it, like, the pop-up word kind of gets to me a bit, so I kind of like changed it up, and I'm like, we're going to call it the backlot barbecue, because pop-up is just, I don't know, it's kind of just like so many people are doing that, and just kind of seems so temporary. For us, we're going to do this for 2 months, and I got a cool Airstream in the back. I'm going to sleep there. I'm going to slice everything myself. I'm going to cook everything, and no automation, just all a shovel, coal, and burning wood. I was really inspired by, Josh turned me on to this video, Rodney Scott, of
Cut, Chop, Cook.
Yeah, and I just was like literally, I was on the phone. I'm like, this is it. I got to recreate this, and it just was like a cleansing experience. It's like doing like a water fast or something. Just there's so much gadgetry out there. Once you got to reset the clock and just like bring it back to the truth.
Like, wouldn't you agree with me, Adam? Like, Rodney is almost like a kind of like, not a religious figure, but I mean, he's somebody like the Dalai Lama of barbecue that, like, when you get back to the most elemental thing in barbecue, like, there's something pure about what he does.
It's almost like living history.
It is.
Yeah.
It's beyond. I mean, the guy blows me. Aside from being a really genuine, unbelievable, nice guy, I had the pleasure of meeting him at Metopia, up in New York, and
which is Josh Jaworski's gig.
Yeah, it was an insane event. Aside from that event, it was raining so hard. I remember I was barbecuing with Aaron Franklin. We were like ankle deep in water, afraid we were going to get electrocuted because we had like all these power lines underneath. Besides that, so we were cooking right next to them. These guys were just burning, making charcoal, and I'm like, oh man, I got to start doing that, And so it just became a reality. But Rodney Scott, he's unbelievable. This guy.
Did you ever make pig bone charcoal yet?
I have not.
That's something that Sean and Rodney do, where they burn down pig bones into charcoal. So it's like another layer of pigness.
Interesting, man. I got to try this stuff, man. That's pretty wicked.
Adam, look, I've like totally like elbowed out everybody in the radio show, but I emailed you last night. Hi. And
oh my God!
I'm trying to talk Adam.
Put your lipstick on slowly in the mirror.
I'm trying to talk Adam into cooking at Metopia, Texas. Can I tell them about the idea that I suggested?
And you can tell my answer to you.
Yeah, this is one of the best things I ever had. Like, I'm totally saving this email forever. So like, I wrote him. I said, what if we took a whole side of beef, boned it out, which is not that hard. All the primals, like the meat's on the outside. So you boned it all out.
If you're not fucking Voltron, that's heavy.
Well, yeah, I mean, anyway, you bone out a whole side of beef. You slather it with bone marrow and caul fat and maitre d' butter and black garlic.
Bone marrow. I will not talk to anyone that uses bone marrow in a fucking
it's good.
sentence.
Bone marrow's good.
It's overdone.
Whatever. Let's say you take out the bone marrow and you put something else in.
Fuck bone marrow.
Listen to this. Listen.
I'm upset.
All right,
Fuck
forget the bone marrow. You take the whole side of beef.
You're going to
dig
cake
this.
designer, Matt.
You take listen to this. Listen. You take the whole side of beef and you roll it up into a giant brajol. And then cook it on a monstrous spike over slow embers for hours and hours.
Okay.
And I wrote it to Adam, and he wrote me back and said, "Is this God speaking?"
I think that makes sense, but I think that like old primitive ways of cooking like that would have been on some fucking cave if it worked. What I would love to see is like the 1940s, 1930s. There was a thing they made that no one makes anymore. It's called a steamship round.
Oh yeah,
I got someone making it. I got a guy making it.
That's
a work of art.
To me, I've never had a steamship round done properly.
Though. Tell them what it is, because it doesn't sound like anything.
Go ahead, Adam.
Oh, you want me to?
Of course. You're famous. I'm not.
It's the hind quarter of the animal, and it's just cooked in such a way. It's very ceremonial, even down to the saber that they use to slice it. But it's just cooked through. It's just this enormous, impressive, giant roast beef cooked on the bone.
There's a whole ceremony how you carve it.
Oh yeah,
it's incredible.
You know?
It's like, literally the whole.
It's like savoring the champagne,
and the leg and
the whole thing. And I think steamship rounds. Nothing. Crown roasts are all gone, and all these things.
Yeah, well, they don't
have
the little ruffles on the end. They used to have little ruffles.
But you could buy them at Restaurant Depot for $8.
Adam, I have a question for you. Okay,
but I got to just comment about the crown roast real quick, because that's one thing as a kid. I mean, I thought that was the ultimate dish to ever.
Me too, Adam.
Just to look at that, and I remember requesting it one holiday, and we got it, and the butcher was so excited to do it, and I got it, and they put all the ground lamb in the center of it. Oh,
well, tell everybody what it is. Not everybody knows what it is.
But Adam, real quick, here's the problem that I have is that when I went to culinary school, you know, they had all these things, salmon and aspic, and they had these crown roasts and this steamship round. And then I get out, and there's some asshole chef doing a beet puree with a fucking piece of roasted cauliflower, fuck you, and one lamb chop. And I had to produce this 700 times a night.
Right,
and I fell in love with the glory of late 70s.
See, that's why when
restaurant cooking.
This is exactly the right guy. The first time that I ever met Adam Perry Langer,
it's bullshit
listen
now.
To this.
Like foraging. Fuck you, foraging. I foraged for my keys in the 80s when I'm all cooked up and I think the cops are coming. I'll forage for my keys.
I thought that was Thursday.
Whatever. That rhymes with 80s.
Adam, do you remember the first time that we ever hung out? You made me a pork chop. And you put in cognac, heavy cream.
That's what
stock.
I'm talking about. But that's our culinary school roots. Like
that's the real
you
shit.
went to culinary school, and you were sitting there, and they had all the lobster shells and the cheesecloth. You know what I mean? And you're making this fucking stock that takes 9 hours. And then all of a sudden, I go into the real world, and I'm cooking in a French kitchen in New York, and I have like gigantor tongs. And I'm putting pieces of cauliflower on top of a celiac puree. Fuck you. I want a fucking piece of beef the size of my
Are we
mom.
related?
I'm over it. I'm so upset. I was sold a pack of goods that are garbage.
I think so. I think that stuff's coming back, and I love that you're so passionate about it, because
we got to bring it back.
It's true. I mean, I love these classics that are out there, and you know, the classics went through this phase where they were the classics, and then they were slightly interpreted, and then they were just completely removed and then lost. And
right, because the censors that are in everyday life are falling into food, and that's impossible. I mean, today before the show, I sat and I drank a bunch of bourbon and had shrimp cocktail.
And we all had cronuts.
Because I thought that was perfect.
And Ozerski is still in the pulled pork.
You know, I sat there, and they had the fresh horseradish and the cocktail sauce, and that's living.
Right. Well, I mean, the problem is, Adam, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like a lot of the guys that are cooking now came up eating tweezer food. So, their whole point of view is different than your point of view or our point of view. Am I wrong about that?
Well, I mean, I try to stay away from intense gross generalizations, because I think deep in the heart of every true cook or every true chef, I think they really do have a deep reverence for different time periods of food, and it's not. And anybody who just basically says, "Well, this is all I'll do," I just don't really pay much mind to. I think there's really a place for just everything as a moment in time. Now, I don't really my answer in terms of getting into barbecue and live fire cooking was really my kind of answer, my fuck off to the immersion cookers and all the different
those people.
Yeah, because
those Mr. Gadget,
but
Mr. Wizard
wrong,
motherfuckers.
I think that it has its place, I think
we won't even put a fan in our firebox.
I'm not gonna subscribe to a whole cuisine whose patriarch has fucking tongue cancer.
Ooh, that's not a nice thing to say.
It's not, but it's the truth.
That's not.
Old French chefs.
Reel it in, pal.
I'm sorry, I get very excited.
But there is a larger point. To me, Adam, tell me if you think this is wrong. To me, sous vide is a perfect symbol of everything that is wrong. It's like the analog versus digital divide.
Right.
But look at this.
I agree with you.
Don't deny it. I think it has its place, but it's not the answer. I think that this stuff is... I didn't get into cooking to push a button. I would have been
Thank you.
A lawyer or something. I don't know what I would have done, but I wouldn't have cooked. And, everything that cooking is about is not that. But I think it does have its place, and I think it does... It's just not the answer. I'll say that.
Adam, the stuff that I eat from your restaurant, before I go back into New Jersey, it's rooted in something so old that I eat it. It's fantastic.
Listen,
I enjoy your food every day.
I mean, you can only imagine what Adam's food is like when Adam himself is cooking it. I mean, you've had.
I
a
hope
few
you guys. Are you guys ever going to come out to LA anytime soon? You know, this thing I'm putting together. I'm telling you, it's as intense and as real as I mean. This is like the pinnacle of everything I've been working towards.
Don't you have like a metal shop now, and you're making your own knives and machines?
Yeah,
and
I
stuff?
just got back from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, because I got into metalwork some time ago, and I finally just put together a metal shop here in Lawndale. So I've been into forging steel and creating things. Everything centered around meat and beef. Like, I wasn't really happy with a lot of the knives and things that people are putting out there, just like as a diner. So I've just been getting into making cutlery and things along those lines.
Yeah, if you're in L.A., though, they say you're going to have your sliced beef short rib with pickles, sweet onions, pulled, or your pork butt, green apples, and much more. It's at 6835 Hollywood Boulevard. Is Kimmel going to be out there cooking with you? Because I know he's a chef also.
Well, you know, look, him and I, we cook all the time together. He's the fucking best. He really is unbelievable. I don't know. I hope he will, you know, but he's busier than can be. But at the same time, you know, I know we'll be eating there a lot. That's for sure. I hope he comes to cook with me.
Hopefully you get him back to Fat Kimmel. I love that.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, we're running out of time, but it's AdamPerryLane.com. Thank you, Adam, for calling in. It's been a great treat.
Man, thanks for having me. Great country. Thanks, Pat, also for the compliments, and Josh, fucking amazing. Great.
Listen,
I give you a compliment too.
Yeah,
I just want to add one thing. Adam's book is called Charred and Scruffed. No one who's serious about live fire cooking should be without it.
Fair enough.
Awesome, bud. Thanks, pal.
Thank you, guys.
Be good.
We have only time for maybe one more call. Rich from Georgia.
Hey,
Good.
hey guys, I was going to say that you need a book about cooking it open a flame if you're north of
Well, okay, boy. Jimmy, Mississippi. Yeah, enough of you.
Hey.
Tim Byers' book is like, what he's talking about is Tim Byers' book.
So you think near? That guy's in his metal shop making cool stuff down at the restaurant where Leslie and Gary have the restaurant. Gary made what he calls a redneck theft prevention device. Ooh. And what this guy did, he had a couple of kids climb in through the smokehouse through the screen. And they took food out of the fridge and they didn't even eat it. They threw it out behind them. They were vandalizing. He took metal mason jars, broke them in half, and superglued them to the beams where these kids had to put their fucking hands to climb into his smokehouse.
Redneck security. Redneck security.
That's all we make down. That's all they know how to make down there.
Help! Somebody help! That's my secret.
Jim in Mississippi.
Jim in Mississippi. What's your question?
Anybody from the north? Where's all the Jews? I mean, like, I don't understand. Like, what's this, like Jim Crow Jews?
Yeah, I mean, they're not in Mississippi.
All right, Jim.
Dude, I'm right here.
Jewish-ish.
I wanted to find out what else you could use the sauce for, and what else you could use the Bloody Mary mix for.
How bad is it? Is it Clear Branch?
Wow, that's somebody that knows us. The Bloody Mary mix is great on just about everything. We use it as a simmer liquid.
Just breaking news. Hello, who is this? Pat Martin's back on.
Hey, Martin, let's get this Bloody Mary mix into your restaurants.
Sorry, Jim.
Pat, Adam Pear Lane told Cuban, shut up.
He just figured out the mute button, you know. I'm sorry, we interrupted. What's it?
Okay.
I stayed up for all this talk.
We gotta wrap it up.
Just keep eating. No. We have a couple more minutes.
I wish we could go for like 5 more hours. I could do this like 5 more hours.
I'd love to hear Leslie tell us more about the Bloody Mary mix.
No. But do you have anything to add before we head out, Josh?
I think everyone should eat in all Metopia events. New York, Texas, London, and possibly Atlanta or Monterey.
When's the next Metopia happening?
The next Metopia is actually, I'm going to go ahead and say this. It hasn't been formalized, and the date hasn't been set, but we're going to have, it's the 10th anniversary of Metopia, we're going to have a small, elite, upscale 2-day Metopia at the top of the Mondrian Soho Hotel.
Wow.
So, do you need us to come pour Bloody Marys?
Fuck yeah.
Right on. We're fucking in then.
I have no events.
What about?
I'd like to be invited.
What about Israel Klein that's making your cake?
He's making my wedding cake, you asshole.
Isn't that Chaim Melvin?
Nobody eats the fucking wedding cake.
And the U-Bonds, thank you guys for bringing your delicious pulled pork.
Thank
And
you.
my buddy,
It's our pleasure.
and my buddy from Heartland Brewery.
who brought all the booze for us.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, well,
Carrie Martin.
We still have time.
I'll throw this out there.
Due to Carrie, I misjudged the time. So if you do have a question, 866-969-1969.
Trouble, man. I have a question. I'll be a call-in. Okay, long-time listener, first-time caller. I have a Midtown escort doing in-call service next Thursday.
Nice.
I'm looking for a girlfriend experience. What kind of egg foo young should I bring?
The Cuban.
Small noodles, because what you want to do is later you want to freeze it and use it as a sex pillow.
I'm learning new things every time I come to New York
Am
City.
I the only one that knows that? You know that I know a guy who's very wealthy.
Okay.
And one day I was sitting there bullshitting with him, and he goes to me, you use hookers? So I'm like, no, not right now. But
Relaxation therapists.
He's like, I hire hookers, and I have them have sex with a legion of mannequins that I have in my living room. And then I masturbate watching them kiss my mannequins. This is a true story. This guy owns like 30 fucking restaurants.
Roland's wishing it was 10 minutes
And
ahead.
I said, that's fucked up, Roland. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a lot of mannequins.
I'll tell you, people who own multiple restaurants, I won't say who it is, but I know a guy who owns several restaurants.
Your cousin.
Listen, this guy is like a pervert's pervert.
Tell me who he is.
I won't say, but here's the cool thing. Like when he talks about like what he likes in terms of a woman's bust, he's like, "Oh,
they have to
700.
They have to be under 97 degrees.
I think about 700 cc's. You know,
what?
800 cc's.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because that's the silicone. Yeah,
I get it. Yeah, I've been a guy for a couple days. I can't do my taxes, but I know what the fuck 700 cc's are.
What's the next article you're working on right now?
I'm doing for Esquire. I have a big thing coming out about Chinese pork. The Chinese bought Smithfield pork, so it's like the axis of pork evil now.
That's going to really affect us down at U-Bonds.
It is.
Well,
and then
they cook a lot of pork.
Why is it going to be the axis of pork
because
evil?
like Smithfield pork is pure evil. Everything horrible you ever heard of came under their umbrella.
Why?
Because they're a giant commodity. They're an umbrella corporation.
So we hate them
holding
because they're
company.
big? We don't hate Apple?
We hate them because they bought... Okay, here's the thing with pork, okay? Pork, you can do it two ways. You can have animals and feed them and eat them, which is the way you're supposed to do it. Or you can create a giant factory like iPhones and like cut off their tails and noses and like squeeze them into gestation crates. That kind of evil shit makes bad tasting food. It's bad for people, and it doesn't help anybody except the shareholders in a giant faceless umbrella corporation that doesn't even have an owner. And now it's being bought by China, which is an even larger and more
they
impersonal
like shit
entity.
like that.
Listen, in China, you know what they do in China?
It's like
in
Occupy
China,
Wall Street.
in China, they will
Occupy
cook
Swine
the
Street.
feet on a duck while it's alive. They'll serve a deep-fried fish that's half alive and half dead.
That's bad.
Well, it's not good. And I love Chinese food.
I got to adjust my bad and good. So it's bad to do this to a pig?
Yes. Listen, I love meat. I'm the ultimate meat eater, but I love animals too.
Happy animals make
But
tasty meat.
if God didn't want to eat animals, he wouldn't have made them out of meat.
That's a good bumper sticker line, but it obfuscates.
I have a Mazda too.
Well,
I can't fit it.
We are out of time right now. I just want to thank Adam Perry Lane for calling in, Dominic Ansel for bringing the cronuts, U-Bonds for bringing the delicious pulled pork,
U-Bonds sauce and U-Bonds barbecue Bloody Mary mix.
Josh Orzensky.
Oh, fucking knock
him out, bro.
Was it Orzens? Or
Did you say John Krasinski was
Josh Orzensky?
Shit, Mamsa. I know you know how to spell my name.
If he still wrote for time,
He ran the whole
like
show.
Rupert Krupkin? Popkin?
Joel McHale, Pat Martin, and
Joel McHale. Brad Fine at El Molino.
and Brett
Get the garlic
Eldridge
bread.
for taking these two.
Pat Martin's still waiting on the phone. That's the
Pat Martin is going to call in and eating it.
Pat Martin's roasting a pig live.
The food court is now closed.
Thank you.
Bye.
The food court is closed.